Welcome back to everybody. Just cardboard. Yeah, mail day. My eBay live auction. I got my order back in from 1 Million Cubs. The eBay live auction from him. Didn't spend a whole lot with him. See what we got out of that. I actually got this 2024-25 Panini Prism Black. Brandon Roy. It's a Gem 10. Legends. So, and it also has a subgrades up here, which is centering's a 10. Centering was like 9.5. Corners were 10. Edges were 10, and surface was a 10. So it actually got a 10, but it had a 9.5 on centering. So centering is a little off on it. So Brandon Roy wasn't a big. And I want to investigate this CCG. We don't want to confuse them with the other card company called, with using the same letters, CGC. This is a CGC slab here. These are CCG. I'm looking at these a little bit because I like it because they had actually subgrades on it like DGA does. Some of these other grading companies, DGA is one of them that has like the subgrades on it. If I can find a DGA. There's a DGA here. Here's a DGA 6.5, Frank Thomas. It has the subgrades on the label. Holy cow, let me speak right. On the label. So these did too. I kind of like that. You're looking at these guys a little bit. See what we can get on that. But that was that one. Couple other cards I got in there. I'm shocked I got this for $1 off his auctions because usually a Dan Marino goes for more than $1 in his auctions. He must have been short his Dan Marino fans because Dan Marino cards go pretty good in his auctions. So that one was actually a good pickup for $1. This one here, I assume these used to go big money at one time. Now they're $1. Caitlin Clark, especially when Panini came out with these. Being Don Russ, they had that. Just series of just Caitlin Clark's. Yeah, they kind of, they're $1. So the other day I was in BJ's territory. BJ runs the Gym City Card Show at Quincy. So my wife and I were actually kind of in Quincy. I picked up this hanger box of Panini Prism football. They did not have any Panini Prism. Not Panini Prism. They didn't have any Topps Chrome football, but they had Panini Prism. So the 20 card box was like $25. We talked about card prices as far as football. When I went to the Macomb Walmart, they actually had Panini Prism blaster boxes, and they were like $40. A Topps Chrome football blaster box was like $64. And I'll tell you, that Panini Prism box there of cards I had like a $38, $39 eBay value when I comped them all. So it was close to the $40 value. That made me feel okay. Would I get that out of that Topps Chrome football box? I don't know if I would or not. That's kind of hard. At that price, I'm not going to buy them. I did the Top Chrome basketball at $40, and that was nothing but junk. I took a beating on those things. So that was Topps Chrome basketball at the time. They was $40. I took a beating. Let's go back to the Panini Prism hanger. You know, hangers are bangers. I wouldn't say this one's a banger, but I mean, I got one silver card out of there. Christian Binford from the Buffalo Bills. Then you get like 5 or 6 of these green wave cards too. They're not numbered or anything, but Puka. There's a Puka there. It's not a rookie, but it's a green wave. Got a fireworks card out of it. An Emergent green wave card. And everything else is just your regular Chrome cards. I mean, nothing big. Out of this stack. So I'll do some eBay comps on these cards and see what I come up with. See if I get my $25 worth. See if it is worth $25 for a blaster box. With those green emergents in there, I think it probably is. You don't. I mean, you get the laser cards with the blaster box, with the hanger box. You get these green waves. So we'll see how that goes. I got all my supplies over here. I'm short on my used top loaders. Yes, I use top loaders. I can get new ones. I can put them in there. I got new top loaders. I'm not saying I don't have them. You just, when you're at a card show and you got dollar cards and they're a brand new top loader and somebody wants to come in and make a deal with you. The deal I have with my $1 cards is usually it's $1 each or 6 for $5. You get some people want to go, I want a better deal than that. And I'm like, well, how many are you buying? Well, it depends. I didn't have it on my dollar cards, but it was my 50-cent cards in Macomb at the card show. I had a guy came up. He goes, "Are 50 cents a piece?" I said, "Yeah, 50 cents, or I'll do 3 for $1." You know what I mean? I'll give you a deal. He goes, "Oh, I was wanting to do like a quarter." I don't have a quarter box here. Well, if I buy a bunch of these 50-cent cards, would you give them for a quarter piece? And I said, "Well, how much is a bunch of them?" And he goes, "If I bought 100 of them," I said, "If you buy 100 of them, I'll do a quarter each." I mean, I got to move some inventory. This guy's been to the Macomb card show several times. He's in other card shows. I see him in Springfield every once in a while. I will deal with him. He's a decent guy. I will deal with him. So he bought 100 at quarter each, and I'm like, all right, that's fine. At least I'm moving some inventory. He's getting what he wants, and he's getting a deal. I'm surely I'll get new 50-cent cards because after this year, my dollar cards will go down to 50-cent cards. And I got to find new dollar cards. And everything that's $2 now will be in my dollar box and dollar cards. So whatever I got is $2, I'll drop down to $1. I will check my prices and comps on my $3, $4, $5, $6 ones and higher. I try to check them. If you see me at a card show and you see like this, say I had that Brandon Roy for $15 and you comp, and last I comped it is $15 and you've seen it. Well, that thing's only 10. Let me know. I mean, I don't comp everything before I go to the card show. I mean, I'm not trying there to rip somebody off. If you see a card that I have that comp lower than what I got priced at, we will look at it. If previous comps is what I'm saying, and if you go to, everybody knows if you watch just cardboard, you know I use the eBay app to get my comps. Go to your eBay app, you go down, click it. And if you scan that, let's say that Brandon Roy, and it's $10 and it was 15. If I go to, you can go up to sold, or you can switch that sold to live. And if everything on live is $15 or even higher, I'm going to stay at $15. I might work with you a little bit because I got the card cheaper than, maybe 10, but I'm not going to just go right at 10 because that's the latest comps. If you cannot buy it off eBay for $10 at that point in time, I'm probably not going to sell it to you at $10, even though the latest card was at $10. And you got to watch auctions. Auctions are outliers. I mean, auctions are sometimes way too low or way too high. So those are kind of like an outlier. So I don't like going by auctions either. So you kind of got to read your comps. Even I don't care who comps what, how they comp it. You got to read your comps. I mean, just because the last card sold for $10, and if everything active at the time is 15 or better, I'm probably not going to go to $10. Now, if everything if it's live and it's 15, less than $15, yeah, I'll drop the price. Will it be 10? Maybe it's 12. I mean, it depends on what's available or active wise. If a card comps $10 and anything available at time on eBay is active, is more than $10, I'm probably not going to sell it to you for $10. Just to let you know. I kind of watch that a little bit. I use it in my favor a little bit. So that's all I had for you now. Everybody be safe, be good, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.